Good morning, everyone, and welcome to AyA Kitchens and Baths and our first interactive webinar and podcast with the Design Collective Workshop. Today, we have three awesome designers from AyA Kitchens to present to you a number of different design themes and options. And we'll get right into the introductions right now. We Amy Dillon is our lead designer. She's an NKBA award-winning.
Hi, everyone.
Our senior designer, Heather Reininger.
Hey, everyone.
Christine Kim. She's one of our kitchen and bath designers. We're going to cover several topics today, and this is just a bit of an oversight of that. We have two live feeds, one from our Mississauga showroom and one from Castlefield in Mississauga. Amy will be showing us some of our AVANI custom line products and some of our collaborative and design details. Heather will be up next, and she's going to discuss how she brings design to life with a myriad of different apparatus and features. And then finally, from our Castlefield showroom, Christine will be doing a tour there and also presenting some of our new some of our new door styles and colors. First up is Amy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amy Dillon. I'm lead designer here at AyA Kitchens. I've been designing kitchens for 20 years and with AyA Kitchens for 14. So today we want to talk to you about our passion for collaboration in design and design details. We love to collaborate with homeowners, designers, architects, custom builders, contractors, to really create a customized space for our clients through mixing details and materials to really give character to your home. So this first kitchen shows you how we can achieve that. This kitchen was actually a space that our clients purchased, converted church, and the space had a lot of character, so we wanted that character to flow into the kitchen space. So here you can see we've mixed some beautiful materials and finishes. There's actually 4 cabinet finishes in this kitchen, but you can see it all comes together beautifully, giving a layered and warm and textured look. We are members of the NKBA, the National Kitchen and Bath Association, so we are a part of that Ontario chapter. And we love to get involved in design, entering their yearly design competition. So we are proud to say that this kitchen actually took Best Transitional Kitchen back in 2015. Another kitchen we can show you is far contrast to that space, where this is a condo in Yorkville, and the clients wanted something really cool and sleek and something that really didn't feel like a kitchen. So we were able to achieve that by using our matte black cabinets, no uppers, all just floating shelves. And what really highlights the space to make it unique is the integrated LED lighting. You can see it's on the floating shelves. It's also integrated underneath the countertops, just to add that really cool, moody feel. And as you can see, we built in a custom banquette so that the clients can really use this space more as a living space when they're entertaining, when they're just using it on a daily basis. It's an extension of their home and not just a kitchen. Another space in this condo that we feel is something unique and shows the character and what you can really do with the AyA product is their dining room cabinetry. So the dining room cabinets are utilizing a few different materials. What we've done is used our matte black cabinets in a flat panel door, but then highlighted that with a gorgeous walnut interior and used metal black glass doors to frame that out. And you can see the beautiful LED lighting that's highlighting those shelves. A couple of interesting things about this space. In the center, you'll see the solid black panel. That's actually a door to the second bedroom suite in the condo. But because it was off of the dining room space, it felt a little awkward, and we really wanted to conceal that as much as possible. So what we did was integrate the cabinetry over top and then paneled the door in the matching material So it really hides that door away. So when the clients are entertaining, it doesn't feel like a bedroom door in the dining room space. Another challenge that we had in this space that we were able to customize for the client was their need for a serving space. And we didn't have a lot of depth to work with. So what we did was we designed these drawers that when pulled out, a walnut leaf sits over top, creating an added serving space for when they're entertaining. And then that leaf can just simply be removed and tucked away in the pantry, which you see on the right-hand side, for everyday use. So the end result was something really clean, sleek, and we were really happy to be able to achieve that look with our standard AyA line. So that's some options with the AyA line. And then we also have our custom line, which is AVANI. So you might not be aware that AyA does have a custom brand. AVANI was created approximately 6 years ago. We saw the need for a more custom line and the ability to customize all of your cabinetry sizes. So we worked with an architect designer from New York, and he curated a beautiful collection of finishes and materials for us. So I'll take you through and show you some of the spaces that we've created with these materials. So this particular kitchen is a very large space. It's actually here in Toronto in Hobbs Hollow. So the house was approximately 6,000 square feet, and you can see we've got this very expansive kitchen space that we were able to utilize a double island design, which is a lot of fun because that's not something you see in an everyday kitchen. Here we're using a dark taupe in a matte finish, and we paired that with the natural walnut on the islands, and then the uppers are done in the really sleek high gloss lacquer white. Another kitchen that was created with the AVANI is this one here. This space is actually a cottage on Lake Joseph, and the client wanted something contemporary, but also a little bit warm and sort of layered feeling. So we utilized the white oak material to give it a little bit of texture in the darker tone, and then we paired that with the high gloss lacquer again, just to add a little bit of contemporary feel and give it a little bit of a lighter look. So on the next kitchen, this one we collaborated with a designer client of ours, and they were looking to create a really light and airy, fresh, modern space to a beaches renovation. So all the cabinetry is done in a matte finish lacquer, and then the client decided to wrap their island actually in the flooring material, is that finish that you're seeing on the island. And then you can see the custom hood that we designed as well for them in the matching material. Another material that is becoming more popular is the taupes are all coming back in. So this particular kitchen is our light taupe, and it's again done in a matte finish. And this kitchen, the client wanted as few handles as possible, so we did utilize our options for having a hardware-less cabinet. And accented by the brushed brass we designed and had the custom hood that you see built for the client. So now we're going to walk through, like I said, I'm here in Mississauga. This is our head office, and we have the two showrooms here, the AyA showroom and the AVANI showroom. So we're going to take a walk through, and so you can get an idea of some of the options that we can offer to you in the AVANI brand. I've got Nelson now on camera, so you guys can get a better look at the cabinets. So this particular kitchen was actually one of the first that we designed for the collection. It's done in the matte finish in what we call AVANI white, which is a warmer white finish. One of the details that I love the most about this brand is the option to customize the interior, because we can do something a little bit different and give it a lot of custom warmth and feel. And that is with these gorgeous interiors. So this particular one is the walnut interior, and you can see we can also have the drawers done out of the matching material, so you get that beautiful dovetail joinery, and you've got a few different sizes. You've got the larger pull-out as well. So you can really customize your pantry needs and make sure you've got a home for everything. Over here in our next kitchen, this particular one is a high gloss lacquer, which you can see our doors. High gloss is something that's harder to finish to achieve, but you can, if you visit the showroom, you can see up close that our doors are very sleek, and the finish quality on the high gloss is beautiful. A couple of details to point out to you with this kitchen. With the upper cabinets, again, for that custom look, more sleek, you'll see 3/4 construction with the AVANI, solid backs on your upper cabinets. And then one of the really nice details is there's no line boring on the upper cabinets. So you get that nice solid finish all the way through, and then your shelves are fixed. Here you'll also notice we have integrated the LED lighting underneath the cabinets. Again, because we get a lot of requests for having no face hardware on cabinets, there's a few different ways to achieve that. One of them is to have a channel running underneath your counter. So here we're showing that, and then you've got just that easy grip to open your cabinets. Here we're showing one of the many drawer options for AVANI. This one is a stainless steel drawer box. And you can see how nice it is with all the matching interior options to keep all of your cutlery and knives nicely organized. We've got another beautiful pantry example over here. This one is a little different because it's actually incorporating a coffee machine. So when you've got a really clean, sleek kitchen, and say it's a smaller space, this space was designed to look more like a loft or a condo type kitchen where you don't even necessarily want it to feel like a kitchen. So whatever you can do to minimize and hide the appliances is always a good thing. So here we've hidden away the coffee machine, so you've got it, but it is tucked away. And then again, you've got these beautiful drawers. Here we're showing the white oak in a light gray stain, and then these gorgeous matching interiors that we can customize for you.
Amy, we've had a request from a caller to show a close-up of the grip detail on the cabinet door front.
Sure.
Thank you.
Can you guys see that?
So it's flat, it's not a beveled finish.
Yeah, so it's flat and it's recessed in behind. It's actually an aluminum material. It's a channel, so it's a C shape. And then we paint it out as an option. You can have it painted out to match your cabinetry, or you can leave it in the aluminum finish.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so another really cool detail about this space, again, like I said, this one was designed to give you inspiration of what you can do in a loft space or say a smaller condo, is this island top actually rolls. So the thought is that you might be entertaining and want this rolled out as say a buffet space, or you've got people over and they want to sit at the stools here. But then say for everyday life, when you're not using the kitchen, you want to tuck this away. This has been designed so that there's space here between the pantries and the counter, that this U-shaped counter can actually slide right back in. Okay, so let's take a walk over to this kitchen. This is the newest kitchen that we've installed here at the showroom. Again, just talking more about modern spaces and the ways that you can create your cabinetry to have less hardware. We designed this beautiful chamfer detail door.
We have a question whether there's storage underneath the slide area.
Okay, yeah. So we can answer that question. We'll come back over here. So I'm not sure if you're asking about the back side. These ones are just false panels on the back because the overall depth of the island is just the depth of the cabinetry that's utilized on the front side. So if we push this back, you can see a few of the little details. So the sink platform has been custom made. This is all out of Corian, which is a material we like to use, again, in a more modern space where you want some softer, sleek materials with less detail. So this has all been custom formed for us with a drop-down level for the faucet so that we can pull this counter over top. And then this is where all of the cabinetry is on this side. So you've got your sink cabinet, you've got your garbage, recycle, and 2 compost bins, so perfect for a family. You've got all of your recycling needs right there. And then you've got more of the cabinetry storage flanking either side of the sink. Okay, so we'll take a walk back over and I'll show you this new display. So this kitchen, like I said, we wanted to add another option for you when you're looking to design a kitchen with no hardware. So this design of a chamfered door allows you the ease of opening the cabinet and not having any face hardware to the cabinet. So again, we're utilizing that channel look where you've got a void between the counter and the door to allow room for your hand to fit and to open. And then that detail is also carried through onto the lower door. This particular cabinet is in our very pale light gray. It's a wonderful choice if you don't want a stark white, but you want something very light and airy feeling. So let's look at a few more details in this kitchen. On this side, we're showing our walnut cabinet. So this is a walnut veneer, and it's done in a pale gray stain. Again, as I mentioned, the stains are all done in a matte finish, and they're all hand rubbed. So you don't have any sheen on them for that really matte and modern look. In modern kitchens, we see more and more that we're designing the uppers much higher off of the countertop. So it's important to consider all of the details when doing that. One important detail is that the bottom of your cabinetry should match the color of your door. So here with AVANI cabinets, we can offer that integrated finish, all in the matching material, and you'll notice it's not adding any thickness to the cabinets. So again, less lines, more sleek, and then you can see we've integrated all of the recessed LED lighting right into the cabinets. Now, how do we open these cabinets when they're mounted higher up? For myself, I'm not that tall. So if I were to open this cabinet and it flips up, I would not be able to get it back down. So here we're showing the option that you have with the Bloom servo drive. So it's just a tap of the door to open the cabinet, and then they've got the sensor here. You just tap that, and the door closes for you. So a really great option when you want that look, but maybe you're a little height challenged. Another option here, which is really great to include in your kitchen, is an appliance garage, a great way to hide away things that you don't want to see every day. And again, we utilize that servo drive. So talking about custom cabinets, like I said, we love to incorporate different details, things that are going to work for you in your home. Here we wanted to show the option of what you can do. Say you entertain a lot and you'd like to have a bar type setup, but maybe you don't want it on display every day. So here we're showing the option of tucking it into a cabinet, but you can see everything is here. You've got your wine storage, glass storage. It's illuminated with the LED lighting inside. And then you've got these really great dovetail drawers for all of your bar accessories. And then you can see down below, this is a really great solution for your bottle storage, is the nice deep roll-out shelf and the holder to keep all of your bottles tucked in nicely. Okay, so that gives you guys kind of an overview of what the AVANI brand is. And I'll just take you over here and show you a quick look at what the door styles are. So as I mentioned, we did work with a designer to curate this collection. And what he did was put together a palette of lacquer finishes in matte and in high gloss, and then combine that with a white oak and walnut done in the various stains, all in the matte finish. So here you can kind of have a look of what's available in this line.
Amy, we have
and that's a car tour of the AVANI showroom. Just to remind you, this, like I said, this is a custom line, and it's actually made right here in Mississauga at our head office, which is nice because a lot of times you'll find that for a more modern European look in a custom cabinet, you are having to order that overseas. So this is a great option because it's right here, much easier as far as logistics, and you're also supporting a local company because everything is made right here in Mississauga. So thanks for joining me.
Amy, if you wouldn't mind, we have one more question. Just
sure.
Lighting inside the cabinetry. Question about installation and how is that done?
Okay, so the integrated lighting underneath the cabinets?
In the inside, we have lighting inside?
Oh, on the inside of the cabinets, yes.
Yeah.
So where we've done this custom bar and you've got the LED lighting integrated. So that's all built in. So we prep the cabinetry in the plant for the lights to be recessed. All the wiring is run. And then the lighting is working on a switch where it's automatically turning on when the door is open.
And similar with the under cabinet lighting?
And the under cabinet lighting, similar idea, where it's all prepped in the cabinetry here in the plant, and then the installer is just running the ribbon and putting the cap on it on site. And all the wiring is fed in behind. We would help you with a design to figure out where you want to locate the driver. The electrician would be doing all the wiring ahead of time so that that can all be concealed inside the cabinets.
That's perfect. Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So up next, we have Heather. Heather?
Hi, everyone. I'm Heather, and I have been in the design industry for 20 years and with AyA for 13. And today what I'll do is I'll quickly walk through some past projects that we've worked on together with our clients and designers and walk you through some of the other areas that we can also help you with in your projects. So this first project here was a collaboration with a designer for a client who had a bit of a hard time visualizing things. So what we're able to do at AyA to help you as a designer is create drawings for you, both 2D and 3D drawings of the spaces, just to help visualize for some people who may have a harder time understanding what the kitchen will look like in the end. So in this particular case, it was a narrow kitchen, and we wanted to maximize as much storage and light, bright airiness as possible in quite a narrow space. So you'll see here in this picture, we've added some glass reflective qualities just to bring in a bit more light from that window on the far end there and reflect the lighter surface from the opposite side. This was a great project that really just helped people see, or our clients see the end result and what they had in mind. So Amy talked a lot about our custom line AVANI, but I also wanted just to touch on that in our standard AyA line, we can really help you achieve a custom look with using standard products. So this particular kitchen is a great example of maybe not your conventional kitchen space, but this is all part of our standard line. In this instance, you'll see in the island, it's actually floating off the floor on legs, giving a much open, airier feel to it. On the left-hand side, we've hidden the fridge, and the cabinet beside that actually houses an elevator that comes up from the main entrance, which is actually the level down. On the right side, we've got some pocket doors that conceals, on the far right there, a baking center as well. So giving this space a very customized look, but still maintaining a very clean, organized, bright space. On the next image, this was another project that we wanted to keep things pretty simple and light using our standard product as opposed to the AVANI line. We were able to achieve some unique features on this kitchen. So this particular client had a lovely collection of handcrafted depression glass that she really wanted to showcase. But as you can see, there's lots of windows and it is a small kitchen. So we've eliminated upper cabinetry. So we were able to customize a display cabinet beside the fridge there that really just shows off her collection quite nicely. So one of the benefits with AyA is we manufacture our own product, which means we do have the ability to evolve our product line as we see needed and what you ask us for. In this particular case, the client was looking for a very sort of masculine feeling door. He loved the idea of having something that looked like steel, but with the benefit of it being easily to clean with less fingerprints. So here you'll see on the island, we have a door that's actually a glazed door. So this was one of our standard finishes in pitch black, which is one of our painted finishes. And we applied a glaze technique to it, giving that very steel-like feel. Christine's going to talk about some pieces in our showroom in a moment, but I just thought I'd point out in this kitchen here, we do have a slat-like open section on the island, which again was created just using standard products on the left side of that island there. But was able to achieve a very customized look. So briefly, we'll go over a few of the other areas that I can help you with in your space when designing not just your kitchen, but other areas of your home as well. So here we have a kitchen with an included banquette that's included in that space. It was a High Park home that was completely gutted. Most of the interior walls came out, and we were able to use the same cabinetry throughout the home. So the banquette, the kitchen also ties in with the next image. We actually had a master suite that was completely open. So what you're seeing here is we created a bed frame with a bookshelf built into that frame as well. Over on the left side of that image, you'll see the lower cabinets, which was actually their vanity. So it had a very boutique hotel-like feel to it. Open to the bathroom, the bed, and then in behind, we also had a dressing area as well. So all coordinating throughout the bedroom, the kitchen, the banquette, and on the next image you'll see, we've also included a hallway that was clad in that matching material too. So it just gives the whole space a very cohesive feel, and everything just tied in very nicely together. So moving ahead, particularly in today's time when most of us are now working from home, this is a great example of how you can have a multi-use space. So AyA released a couple years ago a Murphy bed solution. So here you can see you can have your home office integrated with either your bedroom or a spare bedroom, all in that same smaller space. So a great solution for moving forward. Perhaps a lot of us will be working from home now. So following that, closets are another big area that we can help with too. So closets, dressing spaces, while using our standard product line, we're still able to utilize some awkward spaces for additional storage. So in this particular case, the homeowner had decided to build a closet into the pitch or the dorm of their roof. And we were just really able to utilize that space with the open shelves that you'll see at the end, with lots of storage in a very small, tight space. Following that, mudrooms we find are really making a comeback. A lot of our smaller homes, there may not be a whole lot of room for storage, and being able to designate just a very small space at an entranceway or exitway really can help keep your spaces clean. And this is a perfect way to also integrate the cabinetry or storage needs of your home with the kitchen as well. Often we'll find the mudroom may actually spill out from the kitchen area. There may not be a doorway. There may be, but it might be just a very small step away from your kitchen. So hiding things in a mudroom like that will really help. Including vanities as well. We get a lot of questions. Unfortunately, in our showrooms, we don't always have a whole lot of space to designate to showing en suites, but it certainly is something that we frequently do. So here's another example of just great storage, open use for towels and whatnot, so we don't have to worry about the tub blocking that. And again, with this one too, it's just some open space. And again, lighting just being critical, as Amy touched on, we can certainly help with that. Lighting the underside of a vanity sure helps make it feel open and light and bright in their space. So lastly, we just have another area of office and built-ins, which again, working from home, certainly something to think about moving forward, you know, creating a nice office space if you have that room for it. This is just a lovely example of being able to really maximize the storage needs in a beautiful way with a desk and cabinetry bookcases on the back walls here. And then the last image we have coming next is just a very contemporary, sleek, modern version of a built-in, just thinking outside of the box a little bit, just to be creative and just in contrast to a more of a traditional space. You'll see that AyA can certainly capture the needs of both very contemporary and traditional spaces. Thank you.
Heather, thank you. We have a quick question about the door, about the touch to open.
Yeah, so we do often offer touch to open for both doors and drawers. Different mechanisms are used for both. When it's a touch to open door, we often have a little piston that's added to the cabinetry itself that can either be integrated right into the frame for a very minimal look, or if it's aftermarket or you decide later you want to add it, it can also be added on to the framework after. And again, that's just a little piston that allows the doors to pop open. If it's for drawers, that mechanism is actually built right into the drawer glides themselves, which allows it to pop open. And again, it would just have a soft close finish to that.
Well, thank you, Heather. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Christine, and Christine is at our CASTLEFIELD showroom, so she's going to take you on a and then speak about some of our new products. Christine?
And some fun features we have here. It's the range hood. We have a custom range hood here with a chrome detail right at the bottom there. We got that made from our metal worker. So we can really customize that to the shape and color finish that you'd like. And I have another example coming up, so we can take a look together in a second. In this particular kitchen, we did also go in with the Elite upgrade, as we call it. Basically includes a dark drawer box. Of course, always soft closing for all our drawers. And then you've got several options for interiors. And this same upgrade comes with a linen interior. So rather than your standard maple look or white, this would be an upgrade feature that's available. In our next vignette, or Blue Mist vignette, the door style we have here is Windermere. Basically, a thin rail shaker around the faces. It's been very, very popular, very trendy. It's a nice mix between more transitional and more modern, of course. In this particular kitchen, we've got a nice wine display that we created on site with light strips in the back for backlit look. In this design, we've got black accents throughout, handles, the hood range, with the range hood, I should say, and we also have metal framed glass doors here as well. So the theme here, nice contrasted look. You've got the Blue Mist cabinetry with black accents throughout. For the hood here, from the baseline, which is our square range hood, we've actually added some slats to give that shiplap look on the range hood. So you've got here an oak stain in ebony. And to sort of carry that design theme throughout, we actually incorporated the same shiplap look on the side and back of the island as well. We can also incorporate some nice design features, such as the leg detail that we did here, for a bit more openness and transparency, rather than a full slab panel. Next up, we've got our anthracite and white oak display. Here, we really wanted to display a showpiece. So integrated some strip lighting to accentuate that beautiful backsplash. And also incorporated some pocket doors here. So when you don't want that large swing in the way, you can just pop that door right into its slot. And basically when it's closed, it would look something like that. The matching island to this kitchen, we actually went in with a different door style. So having said that, you don't have to always go with the same matchy-matchy style throughout. Mixing it up a little bit is definitely a possibility. So this one here is called Ellis. It's a reverse shaker style. And in this case, because we wanted to keep the faces nice and tall, but didn't want to compromise on the function, we've added some internal drawers as well. So we could do that for most big drawers. Did the same thing on this side as well. So in this case, a recycling center with the same internal drawers. So as Heather mentioned earlier, we do have a display here with the slatted bottom. So starting from our standard spec book materials, we created this custom to be installed in this manner. Gives it more of a furniture style look, freestanding, keeps it nice and airy. So our showroom is currently closed, but we are open by appointment only. We're just about 2 kilometers south of the collective workspace. If you did want to swing by afterwards, in one of your visits, you're more than welcome to come by. Just give us a shout so we can arrange a time and date for you to come visit. I believe we've got some door styles as well that we wanted to show you.
Yes, Christine, just bringing this up. We have a question about the chairs, if we sell them or not. If they're
we
available.
Don't sell the furniture that we have here. It's purely for display. If there's any particular ones that you like, we could probably pull up that information for you. So reach out to us and we'll help you with that as best as we can, of course.
Thank you. And so our new product, colors?
Yep, so we just introduced a new stain color. So the cashew color, as we call it. It's available in cherry, maple, oak, solid woods, and veneers. So of course, as you can see, the colors do change a little bit depending on the wood species. And that's why we wanted to show you the 3 different colors here. It's a lovely muted grayish brown stain. We also have a new paint color called Dusk. On my screen, it shows pretty dark, but it's actually a medium to dark gray with a slightly warm tone. Not quite your charcoal, but not quite your medium gray either. So nice in between if you're looking for something like that. We offer also 3 new door styles, similar to the blue mist we saw earlier, the thin rail shaker, but with a variety of outer rail sizing. So from very thin Wallace to a slightly thicker Wakefield and a little bit thicker than that Walmer, but not quite as thick as your standard shaker style. We also have in the equivalent door styles, of course, in painted as well. The thinnest does not show here because we already have that in our repertoire, but the two other ones have been added in addition to the window mirror we had earlier.
Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone.